business channel. It's been a long time since you guys have seen me. I've been on my personal channel, caught the AMG Elite 63S. But now this video is not about that. We are here to talk about YouTube stuff. I'm gonna be talking about how we did 100K with this simple YouTube sales funnel process with our client Alex Chen. Here are the numbers so you know I'm not lying. We basically started this channel essentially from scratch. 4K subscribers, over 100K views in just about 4 to 5-ish months. You can see him here saying 6 figures is like what he made, had to ask him prior. Here are some of our most viral videos, and I'm going to be breaking down basically a 3-step process of how we made this possible so you can go and actually replicate it for your info product business. So I'm not going to waste any time. You will get value in this video. I'm not making any guarantees or income claims. This is just like the process that we use. You guys can try to replicate it in your own way. So to get first into it, I want to talk about building a moat. This was the first thing because I feel like with Alex's channel, it was super intentional. One of the channels that, I mean, we take all of our clients serious, but I'm going into this because dropshipping is such a copycat niche. I knew we had to build a moat, and I think this applies honestly for any niche that you're working in. And a moat essentially just like figuring out how you can, like, I guess, have defense against an attack. So how no one can get near you, how no one can be in competition is like the point of a quote unquote moat. And first topic that I think, we applied to Alex's channel because he came to us prior. He had case studies only on this channel, and more so now we're actually producing real content. As you can see, he does have a main channel, which I'll talk about how we played into that and how it ties into the ecosystem. But first things first is we didn't want to be a copycat. We more so wanted to trailblaze within the niche. And what do I mean by this? I feel like what a lot of people, and what you get wrong probably that you're watching this video right now, is that people just think YouTube is a game of just copying, which is not the case. Like realistically, you actually want to copy, but not in the way that you think about it. Because at a surface level, people think this video worked, let me copy for myself. No, that's not what you want to do. YouTube is a game of copying. So I'll rewrite this. YouTube is a game of copying, but it's not so copying everything. It's more so about copying formats that work. So copying formats and then diversifying on everything else. And excuse my handwriting. Hey, you guys are not here for handwriting tips. You guys are here for YouTube sauce and how you can turn your YouTube content into cash. So that's the value that I'm going to give you guys. But it's more so about copying formats. I'm going to talk about how we actually do this and how we trailblaze in our niche. You don't want to become a clone. You don't want to become a copycat, because that's how you build kind of like a soulless personal brand, a personal brand that has no pull. At the end of the day, people buy from people, and the goal with your personal brand should be to create something that people want to watch you for you, and then your business model is on the back end. So you don't want to just go ahead and become a soulless, cringe personal brand. That's not what you want to do. What you do want to actually do is tap into your competitive edge. So figure out in your market, I like to think of this as your competitive edge is basically how you are different. It is how you are unique. It is what is your strategy? What is your story? Like, I feel like for majority of people that post content, they only think about giving like this value, which value is good, right? But there's certain aspects into why people choose your competitors over you. And in my opinion, it really comes down to competitive edge, because you must allow all these things that you see right here to bleed through your content. And if they're not bleeding through your content, competitors can't see why they should choose your service over everyone else. Like, your clients can't see why they should choose your service over everyone else, and everyone else is, once again, your competitor. So if you want more market share, you must find a way to stand out, which is why you don't want to copy. You want to find a way to trailblaze, because I strongly believe if you can allow these to bleed through your content, the originators are the people that get the market share. Like, if you look at, let me see, like, for example, Daniel Dalen, he originated the POV style. There's many other originators on YouTube. Like, the people that come up with their own stuff end up winning. And I'm not saying you need to, coin your own term, or even Brez with freelance brand scaling. That's another example of just like, he's an originator. With the vlogs, he's an originator. But I'm not saying you need to go to that extent, but figure out a way to become an originator within your niche. And that comes down to the competitive edge. And that's what I want you guys to understand. Creating that moat is your competitive edge. What, like, can't people copy about you? They can't copy your story. They can't copy your strategy. They can't copy how you're different. They can't copy how you're unique. Or just in general, how are you better? Like, and it's not only knowing these things for yourself, it's about literally telling your audience, I'm better in this way, this way, this way, this way. Not necessarily bragging, but having the competitive edge bleed through, and they start to understand, maybe I should buy this guy's product. I like him for this. I like him for this. And on top of that, his offer is actually good. So having the competitive edge bleed through is super, super important, and just becoming relatable. At the end of the day, people buy for people, so that's super, super important. And even in this market, the third topic is like how we angle and position in our market, which is like the dropshipping niche versus competitors. So here we obviously have the stats. You guys can see it once again, but I want to talk about like his channel in general. Obviously, this is a drop shipping e-commerce niche, and that's his offer. But prior to like, you know, when Alex came on board to work with us, I told him like, we don't want to position as a drop shipping channel. We want this to come across as more sophisticated. And I feel like this comes down to, once again, just understanding the market. So I'll kind of draw an arrow here. So when you're thinking about how, you know, you can stand out in your market, right? You're looking at things like sophistication. So basically, sophistication, understanding what are your competitors doing that, you know, is not working within their stuff, and how can you get that gap in the market? How, you know, what can you put there that's more sophisticated and that's more also like relevant? So relevant and relatable is also like important. And then it comes to a point where our production value is like, it's different than every other, you know, drop shipping channel. Our word choice is different than every other dropshipping channel. We don't want to speak in a way that attracts low level leads. We want to speak in a way that attracts our ICP. So we want to speak in a sophisticated way. We want to speak, it all comes down to the ICP at the end of the day, and that's what you're kind of understanding. So once again, I understand a lot of our leads are probably searching up dropshipping e-commerce, but they're seeing a certain trend in all the other videos when they watch dropshipping content, and we don't want to feel like that. Once again, it's a psychological thing. We think of content from a psychological standpoint. How can you place your videos directly in front of who you want to sell to? And it comes down to these small things in the way you angle your content in your market. And then more so the positioning is the YouTube aspect. So when I say positioning, it's like when you create your YouTube video, it's like a lot of people will have the good idea or they know what their audience wants, but it's not position. And when I say position, it's not packaged title and thumbnail wise in the proper way to even attract who you want to have click the video. And stay to the end of this video because I'm going to break down how I think about like just the winning process behind an actual structure of video. So idea, thumbnail, script, title, script, all that type of stuff. I'm just breaking down later, but I'm more so covering what I was like thinking in my mind prior to producing content with Alex, so you can understand that. Hopefully this makes sense, but the second step is also going to be tons of value and more so like around the practical side as we started applying it. So second, intentionality with the funnel of content. So I like to believe that we treat content as a funnel just like you would do for your business, but with YouTube we're trying to create an ecosystem. An ecosystem is something that can basically work without you there. It's something that lives forever. Like let's say somebody does, you know, buy your offer, are they going to still come back to watch your YouTube videos? And the answer should be yes if you're able to build the proper funnel, which at the end of the day, like I talk about this funnel a lot on this channel. It's pretty simple, but I want to go deeper past the surface level insight. So you have top of funnel content, you have middle funnel content, you have bottom of funnel content. Like I said, I talk about this a lot. I want to go deeper than that, and I want to break it down and tie it to Alex as well so you guys can see like I'm not lying. So every video has a purpose to build this ecosystem, especially with Alex having a main channel as well, which I'm going to talk about last. I don't think it's important. I want to just apply this to you guys first. So top of funnel, how does it apply to you? Basically, when I think about content on his channel, his main channel in a sense is like, you know, I'll put MC here for main channel, is this top of funnel stuff. So on this channel, we're focused on middle funnel and bottom funnel. We do have examples of top of funnel videos on the channel though, so I'm gonna break it down. So our first video is literally just a social proof flex. Like coming out the gate, this is a good way for you to post your first video. If you are newer to content, it's just like, or if you need a new idea, just flex social proof. How I made $30 million in e-commerce at 22 years old. We do product stores, ads breakdown. This was an idea that strategized, research. Once again, I'm going to talk about that in step 3 of this video, how you can actually do your research, all that type of stuff. But this will be a middle funnel video, low-key a mix of bottom funnel too. It's very step-by-step how-to though. So that works extremely well. We have another one, but this one is like, with this video right here, it is a mix of middle funnel and bottom funnel, but we're kind of going against, not the grain, but kind of like targeting the ICP that we want. How I turn dropshipping into a $30 million e-commerce brand. So we understand, once again, our ICP is searching up this certain thing. So they're searching up, dropshipping. How can we be different than every other dropshipping video that comes on their feed? And even though it has 4.6K views, it's not the most views, it's not the most subscribers, but we're collecting cash. At least $20,000 per month was cash collected through this channel from us, working together for 4 to 5 months. You can kind of do the math on it with the 100K plus. It's probably more than that because we have channels that, are doing similar stuff as Alex, and they're collecting a lot of cash through YouTube. So that's just like the perspective there and how I kind of see it. With this video, 6 years of brutally honest e-commerce advice, we take a proven format. This is a bottom of funnel video, very in-depth, specific details towards like, what people that are already in the space want to know more of. Ads breakdown, this kind of like middle of funnel. We just kind of show our process there, how to find winning products, middle of funnel. How to build a supply chain. This is bottom of funnel, very specific towards a pain that the audience has or a desire that the audience has. $30 million e-commerce brand owner answers most asked questions. So like this could be considered as top of funnel, but with this video as well, like we're just hitting on audience feedback, and I want to talk about that as well. So audience feedback. This is just a video where we're getting all the FAQs, so our frequently asked questions, all our sales objections, and we're just answering it in one video. This can be also leveraged in pre-call funnel. Like these are easy ideas that you guys can just go ahead and steal and run with. But at the end of the day, you kind of see how it's psychological. Like we're kind of just positioning everything in a way that we can sell to the audience. We have this case study breakdown. Rip, this is more bottom of funnel content. Great stuff there. And then this is more of a top of funnel, how I made 300K in one day with e-commerce at 19. This would be a top of funnel video example, so you guys can like see how we are tapping into that as well. And with the main thing I want to show, we have live concepts, a whole bunch of great videos on this channel, like a lot of intentionality, which is like be so intentional with your content that it's hard to fail. Like every video has a purpose, and just think of it like that, because it's that important when you're trying to make money off of YouTube with the info. And then if you can tie your personality into it, if you can leverage proven content formats, that's where it becomes fun. You start creating content that people haven't seen before. You tap into the live insights. You supply the demand of what people want, and you start just making content that people are like, okay, this guy knows his stuff. He's different. I like his personality. I want to buy from him, is how we kind of think about it. And to see how it coexisted with this main channel is this main channel is more so top of funnel content, right? It's just like he's talking about his lifestyle. He does talk about business on here, but we want to be able to actually bring all the traffic that he was getting here, all the traffic that he was getting from his Instagram, even if he's running ads as well, boom, bring it to this channel. How can you learn more about Alex? We put this into the funnel. It all coexists, and that's how the ecosystem works. So if you have a main channel, or if you don't, I hope you understand like what I'm getting at and how it works. And once again, the proof is in the pudding. Basically started this channel at under 1,000 subscribers, and we're able to gain 4K subscribers and do over 100K long form views because we understand what goes into content, what people want. And you don't even need this many views or subscribers to actually collect cash on YouTube. We have clients that have collected 6 figures with less subscribers and less views. So like, I know what I'm saying works if you can like actually apply it. Obviously, I'm not guaranteeing it's going to work for you, but it is possible. You know what I'm saying? And again, to the third topic, what is the structure of a good video that will collect cash? And obviously, for the second part of it, make sure you're leveraging this content within your actual funnel. So pre-call videos, using IGDMs, email lists. You can post it on LinkedIn. You can post it on Twitter. You can post it on IG when you launch your videos. Like, make sure you're actually leveraging the content. Don't let it just die on YouTube. So that's what I do want to leverage as well with the funnel and the intentionality behind it. Now, structure of good videos that will collect cash. I don't want to spend too much time here. This is a slide from my recent public speaking presentation that I did at a mastermind for basically info product, creators. It was called Creator Conference. If you guys haven't watched the video yet, go watch it. It's either out right now or it will be out soon. So go watch it after this one. But this slide, I was just talking about what makes, a money-making video, what makes something so good. And these are other videos that we've created for clients. So we have my boy Alex Choi, we have Anaya, we have Sebastian Georgiou, and we've done stuff for Brez as well. We're working on a second channel right now, and we're ripping there. So what is it coming down to? Idea, thumbnail, title, hook, body, CTA's outro. How did we do this for Alex? How are we able to help our clients make over 6 figures with YouTube? So idea, this is the most important. Once again, I think idea just comes around the ICP. Like, what are their pains, desires, fears, motivators? How can you tap into all these things to actually, make ideas? And then tap those ideas into proven formats. That's, once again, you don't want to become a copycat on YouTube. You want to copy formats. So what are the formats that you can tap into with the insights that you have of your audience and the insights you have of yourself, of how you're different, unique, and how you stand out? So that's how I think about that. Thumbnail, title, and break that down as well. So thumbnail, excuse my handwriting once again. I know it's terrible, but once again, I'm here for actual value. So thumbnail, for the thumbnail, that's the first thing that people see on your YouTube channel. This is what's gonna get attention. For the title, this is with the title, you just want to make people curious to click. So imagine you yourself are looking at your thumbnail, you see it, you're like, think in your mind, what title would make me curious to click this video? And typically you don't want to repeat the same stuff in the title and thumbnail. So thumbnail, I like to focus on showing cash collected. Like if you go to Alex's channel, you're gonna see thumbnail 30 mil, 30 mil. This one doesn't have a desired outcome, but you can see the Shopify logo. That's a relevant logo to them. 1 mil right here. This is more so just a winning product with a huge background. Here 30 mil. So you see a lot of money, and we're focused on the desired outcome in the thumbnail, and then the title is gonna make them curious to click. Like, why would they want to click on this video? What makes it clickable? Why should they do it? Because YouTube is a platform where they have to choose to click. It's not like TikTok where they feed you content. You have to choose to actually click on a video. So focus on that. With the hook, proof, plan, promise. So your proof, why should you watch this video? Confirm the click. Give them proof on why they should listen to you. Plan. What are they going to get in this video? In this video, I'm going to be covering blank, blank, and blank. At the start of this video, I said I'm going to give you 3 topics. We're running through those 3 topics right now. And promise. Give them a sense of stakes. At the end of this video, what are they going to receive, or what are they going to miss out on if they don't watch the entire video? Why should they actually stay? I said with this video, you guys would get tons of value and sauce, and I'm delivering on that promise. So that's how you want to think about your hook. You can watch back this video to kind of understand how I paced through myself. For the body, setup, tension, resolution. So you'll see I set up what I'm going to talk about, but then I bring intention on what you're doing wrong in your current process or why you should listen to me. Client results, I can tell stories, I can use data, I can use statistics. Kind of side quest your viewer. Focus on giving context before you give value and knowledge. That's the problem that you probably have on your content where you're scripting it out or briefing it out. You're giving people the knowledge right away and they're clicking off your video and going to watch another video. Kind of give them reason on why they should actually listen to you, and then with the resolution, give them the value, the sauce, knowledge that they came for. Then open loop it again to a new topic and just run it again. CTA is YouTube is cracking down on income claims, on hard stuff. So keep it very subtle. Tie it in with your social proof. So I can just say that we've confidently helped our clients make over 6 figures from YouTube, multiple clients, and I just tie that into our proof. If you want to work with CCM, just click the first link down below and we can hop on a call to see what's possible for your brand, but there's no guarantee with that. And just have it flow into the script, have it be natural. And then with the outro, I like to link people to another video. But in order to do that, you must widen the curiosity gap. So, you guys have watched this video, but I know for a fact you get more value with the public speaking presentation that I did at the mastermind for the info people, because I went deeper into all these things. It's probably going to be like a 35, 40-minute video. So if you go watch that one, you will get more sauce and value that will help you collect over 6 figures from your own YouTube channel. So yeah, that's how I kind of think about the structure of good videos. Hopefully you guys got value from this one, understand everything that we did for Alex to help him generate over 6 figures with this simple YouTube sales funnel. Besides that, yeah, if you're interested in working with CCM, click the first link down below. Appreciate you watching. See you in the next one. Peace.